The streets are empty. Cameras sweep over armored convoys. Somewhere inside, a leader moves unseen, not for the public, not for the press, only for survival. This is power hidden in plain sight. Forget what you think about bodyguards or presidential security. What you don't see is where the real control lives. Encrypted jets soaring without flight plans, trains that vanish from radar, limousines that can't be tracked, yachts that appear in one port and are gone the next. Every move is designed to confuse, intimidate, and dominate. And yet, one secret rises above all the armored vehicles and AI surveillance, a revelation so strange it makes everything else look ordinary. By the end of this video, you'll understand why some leaders aren't just protected, they're untouchable, operating in a shadow world where visibility is vulnerability, and one misstep could mean exposure to forces the public will never see coming. Kim Jong Un. Kim Jong Un moves like a ghost. In Pyongyang, streets empty as if the city itself is holding its breath. A bulletproof Mercedes Maybach glides through the haze. 12 bodyguards run in perfect formation alongside, suits pressed, eyes forward, every step choreographed. But this isn't performance, it's survival theater. Every public appearance, every handshake, every wave is calculated to blur the line between fear, respect, and absolute control. Nothing about his travel is straightforward. One plane takes off, while another seemingly identical jet hovers in the distance. Armored convoys split into dead ends. His personal Il-62, dubbed Air Force One, is a relic of Soviet engineering, but it is surrounded by surveillance aircraft, radar jammers, and decoy flight paths designed to make anyone tracking him question reality. Speed isn't what keeps Kim safe, it's complete unpredictability. Even his inner circle lives under strict chilling rules. Chefs don't know the menu until minutes before meals. Food is screened for poison. Every staff member is vetted across 3 generations, with disloyalty punished swiftly and ruthlessly. His dozen-plus palaces across the country are as secretive as his movements, built with underground tunnels, missile defenses, and luxury amenities rivaling 5-star resorts. These aren't just residences, they are psychological fortresses, isolating Kim while projecting omnipresence. North Korea spends hundreds of millions each year maintaining this level of security, in a nation where power outages and famine are a daily reality. Satellite imagery shows sprawling compounds, reinforced perimeters, and anti-aircraft systems expanding year by year. In Kim's world, trust is a liability and visibility a threat. He doesn't merely travel the country, he hides within it, commanding fear, loyalty, and an empire built on absolute secrecy. Which leader's security shocks you the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments. This is a glimpse of power few will ever understand. Xi Jinping. Xi Jinping doesn't simply enter a room, he shapes it. Every crowd, every camera angle, every detail in his path has already been calculated, choreographed, and filtered. This isn't just security, it's algorithmic sovereignty. Welcome to the invisible fortress of China's leader, where technology itself bends to protect power. His protection extends far beyond bodyguards. The Central Security Bureau monitors every micro-movement, scanning faces with biometric systems linked to vast state databases. Drones patrol the skies, reading body language, detecting heat signatures, spotting any hint of dissent before it materializes. Even the weather is engineered. Cloud seeding ensures blue skies. Rain never interrupts the stage. Streets are emptied, traffic rerouted, citizens kept away, all to script the perfect appearance. Those who work near Xi are scrutinized like state secrets. Chefs, doctors, translators, even personal attendants face loyalty checks, psychological profiling, and multi-generational background audits. One slip, one inconsistency, and access is revoked, sometimes without public record. Within Zhongnanhai, his walled compound, opulence is invisible. Signal jamming, bulletproof walls, and encrypted networks create a digital fortress stronger than most militaries. Reports suggest China spends over $1 billion annually maintaining the systems that keep him untouchable. Xi's security is more than protection, it's theater. The tighter the control, the more complete the illusion. In China, the world doesn't just see a leader, it sees perfection, precision, and untouchable authority. His personal reality is curated, filtered, and defended by machines and human intelligence alike. What the public perceives isn't just power, It's an algorithmic empire where reality itself is rewritten to serve one man, Vladimir Putin. Putin doesn't just move unseen, he orchestrates disappearance. He is not behind the scenes, he is the scene itself. His invisibility isn't a flaw, it's a weapon, crafted with paranoia, precision, and layers of secrecy so deep that even Russia's own generals hesitate to step too close. At the core of this network is the FSO, the Federal Protective Service. Rumored to operate on a $2 billion annual budget, it is more than a bodyguard unit, it is a state within a state. When Putin travels, multiple convoys depart simultaneously, bulletproof and fully armed, but only one carries the real man. Maybe every route, every decoy, every maneuver is designed to mislead, confuse, and command fear before a single shot is fired. Inside the Kremlin, nothing is accidental. Chairs, doors, even doorknobs are part of a high-tech maze built to detect, neutralize, and misdirect. Staff are rotated constantly, their routines disrupted, conversations recorded. Loyalty is never assumed, it must be proven daily. Personal chefs, cleaners, and aides are vetted to extremes, and every meal is tasted by hand-picked agents. Safety is control, control is influence. The illusion of omnipresence is Putin's deadliest tactic. He could be in Sochi, a nuclear bunker in the Urals, or nowhere at all. In 2023 alone, Western intelligence documented 5 simultaneous sightings in under 48 hours. These weren't holograms. They were decoys, logistics precision, and strategic opacity executed at a master level. Even his digital footprint is weaponized. Communications are air-gapped, metadata scrubbed, servers hidden in underground bunkers. Public appearances, interviews, and statements are choreographed to manipulate perception. There is no unguarded Putin. There is only the version he wants you to see. Ultimately, his most powerful asset isn't nuclear capability or military might. It's perception. Every move, every absence, every shadow builds the myth of untouchable authority. You don't confront a shadow, you fear it. And Vladimir Putin travels in a $10,000 Brioni suit, in convoys you'll never follow, inside a system designed to make uncertainty the deadliest weapon of all. Mohammed bin Salman, the digital age monarch. He doesn't just govern Saudi Arabia, he orchestrates it like a living, breathing network. Behind the thobes and royal protocols lies a fortress of technology, steel, and precision. His security isn't an afterthought, it's a system designed to anticipate, detect, and neutralize threats before they exist. Inside his palaces and convoys, AI watches everything. Micro-expressions, heartbeat shifts, even the smallest hesitation. Everything is logged, flagged, and analyzed. Guards, staff, and visitors aren't merely supervised, they're measured. Loyalty isn't assumed, it's quantified. One misstep, one flicker of doubt, and the system knows. His vehicles are extensions of this fortress. Armored Rolls-Royces with biometric locks, limousines that jam drones. Some vehicles reportedly self-destruct if compromised, destroying both data and structure in seconds. Convoys rotate constantly, decoys everywhere, leaving trackers and adversaries guessing. Even the CIA would struggle to map the pattern. Then, there are the citadels. His rumored Red Sea estate reportedly cost over $500 million to construct, outfitted with facial recognition gates, fingerprint locks, and robotic sentries patrolling around the clock. After the Jamal Khashoggi incident, security protocols became absolute. Staff are vetted down to the smallest detail, some living on site under strict restrictions. Communication is monitored, loyalty tested constantly. But here's the twist. MBS doesn't hide. Unlike Putin, whose power thrives in shadows, MBS projects his omnipresence. The drones, the robotic guards, the AI monitoring, they're all on display, a warning. I see you before you see me. Every appearance, from Neom summits to Al Yamama palace ceremonies, is a performance of dominance, power, and untouchability. Even his $500 million Serene super yacht embodies this philosophy. Missile detection, a helipad, and cutting-edge technology aren't luxury, they're symbols. It floats not as a toy, but as a statement. Unreachability, control, and precision. The question remains, this fortress of technology and surveillance, is it a true instrument of power, or has MBS built a gilded cage? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And for more deep dives into the secret lives of the world's most untouchable leaders, like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Recep Tayyip Erdogan, the survivor in plain sight. He doesn't just lead Turkey, he outlives it, and every move he makes is measured in survival. After the 2016 coup attempt, Erdogan transformed standard security into a multi-layered empire of vigilance, one visible only in fragments and rumors, costing over $28 million annually. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. His inner circle is a fortress in itself, more than 1,000 personal guards, handpicked from elite military units, trained in psychological profiling, crisis response, and close quarters combat. Their loyalty is absolute, their personal lives monitored, their routines meticulously controlled. Nothing is left to chance. Routes are altered last minute, communications run through encrypted in-house devices, and decoys shadow the real motorcade. Entire neighborhoods are occasionally sealed off in Istanbul or Ankara to ensure passage remains uninterrupted. Erdogan doesn't travel, he occupies. Each motorcade is dozens of armored vehicles deep, complete with drone surveillance, counter-sniper teams, and mobile jammers designed to neutralize remote explosives. His personal Mercedes Maybach is more than bulletproof. It's blast-resistant, rumored to cost over $1.5 million. Helicopters, police, and military units create layers of protection above and around him. His private Airbus A330-200 Prestige, fitted with anti-missile systems and encrypted communications, functions as a flying command center rather than a luxury jet. Every trip becomes a fortress on wheels and wings, a signal of untouchability. But Erdogan's security isn't just steel and sensors, it's narrative. Every route, every silence, every calculated delay tells the story. This is a leader who survived an attempt on his life, learned from it, and now moves 10 steps ahead of chaos. Opulence becomes deterrence. Luxury becomes armor. From that night in 2016 onward, Erdogan's every public appearance is not just about presence, it's about projecting invulnerability, crafting a perception of a ruler who cannot be cornered, outmaneuvered, or unprepared. Vladimir Zelensky, the president under constant fire. He doesn't just govern a nation at war, he lives on its front lines. Every day, his life balances between visibility and vanishing. Kyiv's streets may burn, but Zelensky moves like a shadow, elusive, unpredictable, and impossible to target with certainty. Since the missiles first tore through Ukrainian skies, his routines have been rewritten into constant motion. No location repeated twice. Meetings shift on a dime, from bunkers to concealed basements, from mobile command trains to safe houses hidden in the countryside. His presence is designed to frustrate every drone, sniper, and intelligence asset that dares track him. His security network is unprecedented. British SAS operatives, NATO intelligence advisors, and cyber specialists operate in seamless rotation, monitoring encrypted satellite communications, managing decoy convoys, and reading live satellite feeds. Sharpshooters perch on rooftops, analysts dissect reconnaissance data in real time, and every 12 hours, the system reshuffles entirely to stay ahead of threats. Every movement is a masterclass in controlled invisibility. Even those closest to him rarely know where he will be, creating a protective fog that blends psychology with military strategy. Convoys include custom armored SUVs worth over $150,000 each, mobile signal jammers that blank city blocks, and redundant communications layers across NATO-grade encryption networks. Zelensky's office may be a trench. His briefing room might be lit by flashlights. Luxury and comfort are irrelevant. Here, survival itself is a statement. His defiance, resilience, and tactical mobility are the armor that shields a nation's heartbeat. And in the chaos of war, that calculated invisibility isn't just protection. It's a symbol that Ukraine endures, even when the world can't see its leader. Alexander Lukashenko, the bunker boss. He doesn't govern from a desk, he commands from a fortress. Deep inside a militarized zone, encircled by tanks, barbed wire, and ever-watchful soldiers, Belarus's longtime leader has built more than a presidency. He's engineered a regime of paranoia, precision, and psychological control. Inside his main compound, every hallway, corridor, and room is a lesson in oversight. This is not just a residence, it's a layered bunker bristling with jamming systems, underground escape routes, and multiple decoy exits. Staff movements are tracked, conversations recorded, and even the air seems monitored. No aide, chef, or guard remains long enough to form lasting loyalty. Each rotation is calculated to prevent betrayal before it can take root. Lukashenko's reach extends far beyond walls. A nationwide surveillance apparatus records private messages, street-level activity, and even casual conversations. Facial recognition systems, tapped phones, and AI-assisted tracking monitor potential threats across the country. Every public appearance is choreographed, military fatigues, flanked by elite commandos, a living symbol that he is the state, the force, and the watchful eye over all. Despite Belarus's modest economy, millions are funneled annually into maintaining this personal security machine. Bunkers, armored convoys, encrypted communication networks. No detail is incidental. Every measure reinforces control. In the world of modern leaders, Lukashenko may not spend the most, but his environment of fear, isolation, and loyalty is surgically precise. For him, survival isn't strategy, it's an obsession. Felix Tshisekedi, the secretly fortified president. He walks through a nation rich in minerals, but fraught with instability. In the Democratic Republic of Congo, few headlines capture his presence, yet the fortress surrounding him tells a story of vigilance and power few dare to question. His security is not just a shield, it's a $100 million a year machine of loyalty, secrecy, and calibrated force. Unlike other leaders who rely on existing institutions, Tshisekedi built his inner circle from scratch. A private military answers solely to him, bypassing the national army entirely. These aren't bodyguards. They are a firewall of strategy, handpicked, rigorously trained, and guided by foreign advisors from Russia and China. Their mission is absolute: protect the president, trust no one. Inside Kinshasa, his compounds are layered with barriers both physical and psychological. Advanced surveillance systems monitor every street, every alley. Movements are encrypted, schedules are fragmented, and even food deliveries undergo triple clearance. No one knows where Tshisekedi sleeps from night to night. Allies are kept at a calculated distance, rotations are constant, and every person nearby is vetted for loyalty, composure, and the ability to withstand pressure. This extreme caution is born from history. The riches of Congo have long been a curse: coups, interference, and betrayal lurking at every turn. Tshisekedi smiles in public, but behind closed gates, he governs as if standing on a minefield. Every step is calculated, every interaction measured, every asset monitored. The cost of this isolation and security is staggering: over $100 million annually, in a country where most citizens live on less than $2 a day. It's the ultimate paradox of power. The higher you rise, the more vigilant you must be against the ground beneath you. In Congo, survival isn't just politics. It's architecture, strategy, and fear manifested in steel, tech, and loyalty that can never be questioned. Which leader's security blew your mind the most? Comment below and let us know. Because in this world, power isn't just shown, it's hidden, armored, and encrypted. Every convoy, every biometric gate, every secret bunker isn't decoration, it's a statement. From Putin's invisible fortresses to Kim's ghost convoys, Xi's algorithmic eyes, MBS's robotic guards, Erdogan's mobile war rooms, Zelensky's rotating safe zones, Lukashenko's layered bunkers, to Tshisekedi's private army, how they move tells you exactly how they rule and how deeply they fear. If this peek behind the elite curtain made you question who's truly in control, don't scroll past. Hit that like button and subscribe. Ring the bell. Dive deeper into the hidden worlds of billionaires, leaders, and untouchable power, because the truth isn't always visible, but it's always moving.